Hey, what's going on, Archons? Welcome to a very special episode where I'm cracking 2 Winds of Exchange decks, and this will be a more than one part video because there'll be layers to this, layers upon layers. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to my co-host SC Steel. Thank you, Sydney, for sending me these. She knew I hadn't opened any Winds of Exchange and had 2 decks that she was kind enough to just give to me so that I could enjoy WoW for the first time. And also these pretty snazzy ribbons came along with it, so I'm pretty happy about that as well. That's pretty neat. All right, so here they are, if you can't see those. HFFS, Help from Future Self. So local crew, if you see this, come get me, because I will pass these along. Okay. So without further ado, let's get right on into seeing some Winds of Exchange. What do we got in the first one? Deck 1. Oh my goodness, I'm being attacked. It wouldn't be a deck opening here if I didn't get stuck. Okay. So, deck 1, Amelius of Weird Spears Monument with, I don't know what token that is, but we got Sanctum. All the houses that left are back together in one. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what this deck looks like. I've learned from the, oh my goodness, Ghost Galaxy is better product than FFG. That is some strong plastic there. And let's see what we got. Archon card. And the token is Warrior. How fitting that the first deck I open from Sydney has a Warrior in it. So that is the token for this first one, the Warrior. And what does the deck have? Bilgum Avalanche with a capture pip. Nibor Flamewing. Ooh, at the start of your turn, if Nibor Flamewing is in your discard pile, you may destroy a friendly creature. If you do, put Nibor Flamewing into play ready. Destroyed, make a token creature. Okay, that's pretty cool. Broken Axe Outpost with a capture pip. Action, put a friendly creature on the bottom of its owner's deck. If you do, deal 6 damage to an enemy creature. That's not bad removal. The Grand Gourd. At the start of your turn, if you control the most powerful creature or a creature tied for the most powerful, make a token. Nice. Then we got Volca from the Bracken. All right, Bracken as well. And it says each friendly Broadmark creature gains splash attack 1. Krog the Clumsy, splash attack 2. 7 power creature. Then we got Pelf, 3 power goblin with skirmish. After fight, your opponent loses 1. All right. Pound, a little classic action there. Another pound, okay. 3 pounds, all right. And then we got Rant and Rave. If your opponent has 8 or more Ember, they lose half their Ember, rounding down. That's cool, it comes with a capture pip. We got Shock Herder, deploy, ready and fight with a neighboring creature. I like it. And then we move on to Mars with Total Recall. Ooh. We got Memrox the Red. Martian, your opponent's cards cannot leave your archives. That's cool. Action, gain 1 for each card in your archives. All right, that seems pretty tight. Ammonia Clouds, very nice. Ironix Rebel, deploy, play, ready each of Ironix Rebel's Mars neighbors. Okay, I like that. Ironix Vatminder, play, destroyed, make a token creature. Okay. Kaboom, put each Mars creature into its owner's archives. Destroy each creature, gain 3 chains. All right, so that's pretty good. Another Kaboom with a pip on it. 3 Kabooms. All right, that's maybe a little too many Kabooms. Mix the Tall Minded. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly Mars creature in play. Scoop Up. Put a friendly non-Mars creature and an enemy non-Mars creature into your archives. If that enemy creature would leave your archives, return to its owner hand instead. Has a pip. Got 2 of those. Okay. Yixilus Mesmerist action. A creature captures 1 from its own side. All right. And then here we go. Sanctum, we got Absolve. Heal 1 damage from each creature. Each creature healed this way captures 1 from its opponent. Oh, that's very interesting. We got 2 of those with a capture pip on this second one. Celestial Gorm. Destroy Celestial Gorm, return each other artifact to its owner's hand. All right, that's interesting. Grand Melee. Very nice. Cassiel the Benevolent. 2/2 with some enhancements. Those were those came from. Oh, and another one. And this one has a capture. Membership Drive. Make a token creature. Gain 1 for each friendly token creature. Okay, that could be good. Oh, yeah, because there's 2 of them. And then we got Ostentatious Mount. Play. Move this creature anywhere on its controller's battle line. This creature gains Taunt with 2 pips on it. Revered Monk gets +2 armor for each of its Sanctum neighbors. Who cares? Oh, then we get 2 of them. And then a Grey Rider to finish it off. Okay. So where did we land here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures. Pips, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pips. And Ember Control, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of things here that are interesting. 6, 7, 8 because of the capture. 9 basically. So that's a pretty good number. Board control, yeah, there's, I don't even going to count. There's a ton. There's a ton of board control in here. I'm not going to go into the cycling and stuff like that, but I want to count token creatures. So what is the token creature count? Ways to make them, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one can do quite a bit. 5. Okay, so there's 5 cards. I don't know the over-under on good amount of token creation, but so far there's 5. And the reason why I'm excited about this is actually has to do with this. Okay, so make a token creature. So this is cool, getting to do this. But where things get really interesting is this one here. Heal 1 damage from each creature. It captures 1 from its opponent. That's kind of interesting. And then a creature captures 1 from its own side. These are things. And then this, the scoop up side of things with that capture, being able to get it back. Kaboom, as well as a way to, I mean, I don't know if I have enough Mars stuff. And then also my token is not Mars, so that doesn't allow me to put cards that way. But this is nice because the Kaboom is going to work really well with Memrocks if I can throw that down afterwards. Also the Total Recall. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of ways where the Ember on creatures, at least on my side, is yeah, there's, I mean, I guess I could Total Recall and then Kaboom and then play my stuff again if I wanted to. Like I just see a lot of really interesting things in that way. What else am I liking? So the thing I want to kind of look into is what is the Mars creature count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5, so not great. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 there, and there must be more Brobnar, which I think is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 in Brobnar, which means The Brobnar side of things goes well with the token, because then I can literally just go into Brobnar a lot and then just splash the other things. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know what to make of this deck so far, but I think it is has very interesting pieces along the way. So that is the first deck. And now we will have to see what the second deck has in store. All right, now we're going to head on to the next deck. But actually first, one thing I kind of just dawned on me is a really fun thing in this that I didn't say, but I'm sure some of you already realized, is the whole total recall aspect with tokens. So yeah, that could be kind of fun depending on what you know is underneath. But I mean, either way, it's still Ember and a nice grip, depending on how much tokens you can make. But let's get on to the next deck. So that was, oh, I'm going to need this for the plastic. So this is the first deck. So, you know, we'll go back to Would You Rather. It's been a minute, and it's now appropriate with some new stuff coming into the mix. So let's crack this next deck. Okay, so we have Pridebow, the Chief of the Colosseum. Okay, I like that. And it is, ooh, Star Alliance, Mars, and Unfathomable. Ooh, is the Unfathomable hotness in here? I'm actually stoked that there is the Mars. So far, what I saw in Mars with the last deck got me excited. Okay, now I see. So Ghost Galaxy is plotting against me. They're plotting against me. Can I just slip it? There we go. Just slip the blade in. Nice and easy. All right. So we got Unfathomable tokens. I believe it is the Priest. Yes. Exhaust an enemy creature. So that's cool. Now let's see what the deck has in store for us today, folks. Fellow Archons, what does this deck have in store? Ooh, a swap widget with 2 draw pips. Return a friendly Mars creature to your hand. If you do, put a Mars creature with a different name from your hand into play, then ready it. Okay, that could be cool. Potentially. Ether Spider. Okay, this seems pretty good. The damage pip. Then we got Yixel, the Iron Captain. Each friendly Ironix creature captures 2. So let's count the Ironix at some point. We got the Glixix Weaponsmith. Enhance. Okay, I bet you there's 2 of them. And there's the second one. Oh, and there's a third one. That's cool, with the damage icon on it. And these are not, unfortunately not, what are these things? Ironixes, or else that would be pretty sweet. We got a Kaboom in here with a damage pip. MK2 generator. It enters play ready. Make a token creature. Okay, that's pretty cool. Scoop Up in here, which I'm a fan of. So put a friendly non-Mars creature and an enemy non-Mars creature into your archives. Sweet, 2 Scoop Ups. And then we have the Xanthix Harvester, of course. The Yixless Mesmerist. Creature captures 1 from its own side. Love it. And then here we go right away with a Maverick in the Star Alliance, and it's Jarlsvend. After an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Jarlsvend, make a token creature. And then we got Operations. Ooh, Officer Yishi, I love that. Taunt, that's pretty sweet. And then we got the Ganymede Outpost. Action, put a friendly creature onto the bottom of its owner's deck. If you do, archive 2 cards. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. I'm a fan of that one. We got Hawkins coming through. Echo Reflector. This creature gains your opponent's keys cost +3. Sweet. I'm here for that. Future Booster. All right. So one of the cards that we got to spoil is here. So look at the top card of your deck. You may put it on the bottom of your deck. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Then we got Pyro. Splash attack 3. Creature or upgrade aspect. I like the art on that one. We got a Red Alert. Rogue Operation. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Steal 1 for each house represented among the discarded cards. Okay. We got a Secure Droid, Doggos, Specialist Guthrak. He's an, oh, okay, it says Alien Handuhan, but I read that as Alien Handyman, so cool. Skirmish. After fight or reap, capture 1 for each house represented among its neighbors. So that's pretty sweet, and I'm enjoying the hearts above the head. Oh, we got 2 of those. Okay. And here we go. Cowpay with a draw pip. That's how you want to start this off. Then we have Fislahoa. Wait, it says Aloha, so we're going to say Fizaloha. Enhance 2. Damage creatures do not ready. Wait, damage creatures do not ready during the ready card step. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Abysmal Sight. Abyssal? Yes, Abyssal Sight. Play. Destroy friendly creature. If you do, look at your opponent's hand and choose a card from it. That player discards that card. Okay, that's good. Then we got Befuddle. Choose a house on your opponent's identity card. During their next turn, they cannot play cards of other houses. Okay, that seems good together. And then we got a second Befuddle with a damage pip. And then we got Covetous Hema. Well, Covetous Hema is not on a flank. It gains elusive capture 3. I just love the art on this one, so I'm stoked that I got that one. Oh, we got 2 of them, so that's nice with a damage pip. Initiation. Make a token creature. If you have fewer than 4 cards in your hand, archive Initiation. Sunk cost. Choose a house. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. If that belongs to the chosen house, make a token creature. Okay, that's kind of sick. 2 sunk costs. 3 sunk costs, and then we got Toxicuda Venom. This creature gains poison. Okay, so with 3 sunk costs, choose a house. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. If it belongs to the chosen house, make a token. Okay, I think there's ways to do some shenanigans there. Neat. Right off the top. So let's go creature count. I think it's along the lower side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh no, not low, just normal. Pips, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pips, that's on the lower side. And then Ember Control. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, potentially. We'll call this 10 because it's going to be annoying. So we got 10 cards. 10 Ember Control. Let me just count the board controls. We'll say 1. I'm not going to count this stuff, but these are great. So we got 1, lots of disruption. 2, 3, we'll call that one. 4, 5, 6. So we got 6. Not a ton of board control, but I feel like it'll be okay because I think the way this deck wants to play is going to be the Unfathomable Disruption is nothing to trifle with. There is only 4 creatures in Unfathomable, so you're kind of going here just to mess with your opponent and then dip out into the other sides. The Mars board seems like it could be where it's at. It definitely seems like it could be where it's at. I wish these were almost on a creature. How many Ironics do I have? Because this may prove to be a useless card. And so basically this just captures. That's all that says. This captures. That's it. Nothing else. So that's cool. Token creating cards. If that card's okay, so this technically counts. So we got 3 there, 4. Gotta read these carefully. Five, 6. This one's pretty good though, because it's pretty recursion. So there's 6. Return a friendly Mars creature. Yeah, see, I wish I kind of had a Mars token, because the 2 Mars houses I've had have really cool things that would interact with having a Mars token and getting to utilize what's underneath the card. So that's one interesting thing. Yeah, the way this deck can potentially disrupt, I mean, from everything I've heard about Unfathomable, this seems to be like right in the vein of what's going to be pretty nuts. So you have the triple sunk cost, which is good, because I think you can basically, perfect world is choose a house, cannot play cards of the other house. So you essentially just go into, befuddle, choose a house. They cannot play cards of the other houses. So do these stack? I guess they kind of would. So what you could do is say, choose a house, they cannot play their houses. So if you choose one, they cannot play their, oh no, for each time you do it, I guess you're then giving them 2 options. So you choose a house, and then you basically use your sunk costs to call that house. I think this is one of those moments where maybe you don't actually want those together. But I mean, it's not a bad idea. Choose a house, and then you say discard. The only thing is, if you're, the 2 schools of thought here are preventing them from cycling. So that's the other thing. But if you choose the house that they must play, essentially, because that's, I think, essentially what the befuddle says, is choose a house on your, during their next turn, they must. Oh, I see what it is. They can only play cards from that house. That's kind of interesting wording, but yeah. So what you could do is basically just then use that house so that they can, if they discard those, basically it works in your favor, I guess, is how you could work on that. So then they can't. I don't know. I'm overthinking this slightly, but there's definitely some cool things here, because it's yeah, if you're choosing the house, they can still discard, they just can't play, so it's not really hamstringing. So I'm not sure the combo I was thinking of works quite as nicely as I was hoping. Destroy a friendly creature. If you do, look at your opponent's hand and choose a card from it. That player discards a card. Okay, that's really what the combo is. And then the sunk cost, that gives you some information of what there's the most of. So if you want to get value out of that, there we go. We got there. Cowplay is obviously great. These are great. The Star Alliance, I'm actually, for all the stuff I've heard about Star Alliance being not great, I'm quite happy with the Star Alliance in here. I mean, I wouldn't say it's top tier, but there's nothing in here that's doesn't have some sort of utility, especially with the future booster. I'm really liking that idea. But there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's where most of the creatures are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 as well. Okay. So that's kind of interesting, because the tokens are going to boost the potential here. It's an action, which is not ideal. But I mean, this deck looks like a lot of fun, and it could have be quite, it does seem disruptive to play against. All the things in here just feel like it could be disruptive. I like that I got an outpost in each deck. That's pretty cool. I like the art in this one too. This is balance sheet, right? Yeah, I do like the art. That's pretty cool. The Mars does seem quite good. I think you're mainly going to be going the fish and the aliens and seeing what happens there. So here's the real question now at the end of the day. Which of these decks would you rather have? We got the Good Times in deck A, which is Aemilius of Weird Spears, or do we want the Chief of the Colosseum? I honestly don't know at this point. I feel like part of me is leaning towards, I think this has the more neat combos, but I think this is more disruptive. So I think this is going to be more of a offensive deck, and this is going to be kind of a bit more disruptive defensive pseudo. But I think I'm going to go with this one personally. I think it has a lot more interesting combos. What would you choose? Stay tuned for the next video dropping tomorrow, where we look at the potential for an alliance deck. So we're going to go sealed alliance on this next. So tune in tomorrow for that. And as always, folks, may your ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.